Okay, so we'll be seeing how to do some mouse operations. So this will be interesting. How we can do double click, how we can do right click, how we can do uh, drag and
Over also.
drop, hover, all this thing, how we can do. So I have a page where every mouse operation is there. One is double click, one is right click, one is drag and drop. Okay. One is
Yep.
hovering operation, one is slider, right? We just slide it,
Yep.
slider operation. These all operation I can do in a mouse. These are the basic, all the basics operation which I can do in a mouse. So what I'll do, I'll take this URL. Now I'll be play with this URL and doing the operations. Now, what is my first thing? First scenario here is double click. I want to do double click here. Okay. So for that, I need an XPath. Let me write the XPath for this. Then we'll be doing double click or double button. One of one. So it is identifying this double click. So we'll be using that. So to do a double click, what I can do is remove all these unnecessary lines. Dot double click.
Okay.
Okay. So if I use this command dot double click, it will automatically double click that particular web element. Double click means left button of your button. It will click the 2 times.
Twice. Yeah.
Okay. So let me have some wait so that you can see. Wait for time now. 2000. So that you can see it is happening. Okay. So let's run it.
So 2000 is 2 seconds, right?
2 seconds. Correct. So it will open it and do double click. See, did double click, that way it becomes success.
Okay, yeah.
Clear?
They like that went too fast again, right? Like 2 seconds. Did it wait 2 seconds for the second click?
Yeah, wait for 2 seconds. You saw, right? You see, if I do double click here, it changes to success, right? So that is all right. If I do double click means it will change to success. Now, if I run it, you'll see it will change into success. That means it
Okay.
confirms
If
that
you, if
double
you
click
click
happened.
once, will not do anything, right? Okay.
Now, if you click once, it will do nothing. Now I'm running it again, you'll see it will change to success. See, success, right?
Yep.
So double click detected, also it clicked on the checkbox. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
Now, next. Next is what? Right click. Next button is
Yep.
for right click. So we'll be writing the syntax for right click.
Right button.
We got one of one. So for right click, what I can use, same thing I'll do. Just copy it. Right button. So what I'll do is give
So do
here
we
the
need
right
to
button.
wait for this?
Just I am using it to show you that, or else suddenly it
Okay.
will come out, you cannot see the operation. Just I am waiting means intentionally making it wait for 2 seconds to show the operation. You can see it, the operations.
Okay, so it will wait on the page after clicking the right button.
After
Like
doing this, after executing this particular line, it will wait for 2 seconds so that you can see the
okay.
operation happening. Okay, or else it will suddenly close, you cannot see. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, for right click, what I'll be using, dot click, dot click button right. So what it will do the right click now.
Okay.
So if you run it now, you'll see it will do the right click. Okay, double click it will do, then right click it will also do. See, once it did right click, that pop-up opened, edit copy pop-up.
Yep.
Understood?
Yep.
Manually also, if we'll do right click, this pop-up open. So that pop-up you saw it open, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next is your drag and drop. Okay.
Yep.
So next is your drag and drop. Let's see how to do drag and drop. So for drag and drop, we need to have source and target. What is my source? Source is this drag me. This is drag me.
Yep.
So what I can do, const source.
So when you start writing the new line and it just like gives you all the suggestion and it just writes the whole line for you.
Yeah. This is because I have integrated AI, so that
AI,
I'll
right?
cover in AI plus. So no need to worry about that. Okay. It is
Okay.
AI is
Where
helping
I
me.
can. Yep. Okay.
Copilot. You can see Copilot I have integrated, right?
Right.
So
Okay.
this AI is helping me with that. So I need to drop it here. So for dropping here, what I can do, I can use this
Drop through.
drop. So I've stored it into locators. Okay. So what I can do then await source drag to target. So I'll drag the source to this one. So it will do drag and drop for me. That means it will
Okay.
drag it and drop it here. So it will show like
Okay.
this. Okay. Now
Yep.
let's run it. Double click, right click, then drag and drop. See, it did drag and
Yes.
drop also. Okay. So to do drag and drop, you have to do it right like this. So what is the next operation for me? Next
Hover.
operation is hover.
Yep.
Okay. So let's write the locator for this. So it is await page dot locator. So this suggestion sometime it will give you correct, sometime it will give you wrong, but 99% it will give you correct only.
Okay.
Yes, so it will make your code writing faster. Okay. So to use hover, what I can use just dot hover. That's it. It will hover over that particular web element. Okay.
Okay.
So just run it. See, this is tooltip. It hovered over it, so it showed me this is tooltip. Clear?
Yep.
If I hover over it, it will show me, right? This is tooltip. That you saw, right? Happen.
Yes. Can we add, I think, one more mouse operation like a scroll, so we can easily see because it's not scrolling all the way down to the page, right? When
No,
it
no, no,
uses
no.
different.
For scrolling, there is a different functions altogether. That also will run. Don't worry. That also will run.
Okay.
But this will not be a mouse operation basically for scrolling. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So these all are mouse operation. What we are seeing now. We covered all four. The last one is the sliding one. Okay.
So like
So
scrolling
this
is not the mouse operation, even if we are doing as a mouse, it's like separate part. Okay.
yeah, it's a separate part. We'll be covering it. Everything will cover. Don't worry. One by one.
Sure.
You are able to see, right? While running the automation, you are able to see that particular
Yes.
uh, operation is performed. That means it is performing, right? So the
Yes.
next is your sliding. So this is very important. This is you need to understand. Okay, how to do sliding. Okay, I'll refresh the page so that we'll get the particular location where it is present. Uh, Now, for sliding, what you have to do is you have to write some few more lines of code. These are pretty straightforward. Double click, mouse over, or right click. These are pretty one functions, right? But for
Yep.
sliding, you have to write some lines of code, 10 to 15 lines of code. Okay. So first is I want to get the constant, create a variable, and I'll get const text is equal to with paste there. Await paste dot locator. I'll give the locator here. Okay. If we don't need. So sometimes it is also irritating. It will give you unnecessary suggestions also,
Yeah, that
which you
happens.
don't need.
Everything
So
comes
yeah,
from both sides.
yeah. So sometimes you have to again come back. So it's like it's a mixed pros and cons are there. So
Yep.
first is I have to get the this one. Okay.
Yep.
So what is the locator for this? I'll get IDs and then max. That's it. Am I able to identify this? One of them.
Two.
Yeah, one of
Okay.
them. One of them. Sorry?
Yeah, I saw like two matches initially.
No, one of one.
Yeah.
ID is equal to this is present once time, so one of one. So I can get the ID.
Mm.
So this is stored here. Now next is constant slider is equal to await await slider tooltip sorry tooltip dot what you will write is bounding box. Okay.
What is
So
this tooltip text?
tooltip text here we stored the locator, right? This locator, that
Okay. Okay,
particular
this is like,
this particular locator is stored in the constant tooltip, right?
okay.
That is that's the thing. Okay. Now what I have to write is const start x okay is equal to slider dot x plus slider dot width by 2. So what happened here, why it throw you error is that now it is expecting that maybe it may happen that this particular web element is not there. Okay, it may happen that this particular web element is not there. In that case, what will happen? This slider value will be null if that web element is not there. So it is telling us to you handle that scenario also. We are directly writing that start x is equal to this x dot this width by 2. But let's say in the scenario that particular web element is not loaded, in that case that will be happening null, right? That will be, the value will be null. So that for that it is throwing error. So it is expecting that may be a scenario it will be null also. So to handle that, what it is telling, you first check if slider. That means if it has
Slider is
some value, then it will enter this if block or else it will not enter. So in this way, it will be handled. Okay.
Yep.
Now, same thing I can go for y value also. So to go for y value, what I'll do, count start y is equal to so next I'll be having y value also. So for y value again slider dot y, slider dot height by 2. Okay. Then we have to use await page dot mouse dot move start x start y. That means the initial value. Now when I'm using writing this statement await page dot mouse dot down, what it will do, it will click. So when you move here also, when you move, first you move to this web element, then you click which one? The left button, right? When you click the left
Yes.
button, that particular statement it is writing here. You click the left button here.
And hold it down. Okay.
Hold it only. Don't release it. So you
Yep.
click it down, then you move to what is the see when I'm moving like this. When I'm moving like this, that means this is x coordinate, right? If I move
Yes.
like this means it is y coordinate. But
Y
here I
coordinate.
just need to move x coordinate. I did not to move y coordinate because I'm not moving vertically, I'm moving horizontally. So what
Yep.
I'm doing, the initial value, what is there for x, just I'm adding 100. That means 100 pixel you go to the right. Yes, I'm telling.
Yep.
And y value remains 10 because we are not going vertically. So y value will remain same, but you move 100 position to right. That means you make the x value more, means 100 more. So it will move to right. Still, I'm holding that left button down. Then after I
Yep.
have moved, then what I'm doing, move the top. That means it will release the button
Release
now.
it.
It will release the
Yeah.
left button. So in this way, it will move the slider. So if you'll see, in this way, it will move the slider now. If I run it. Okay, let's do one thing. As it was in the below, we couldn't see it, right?
Right.
As it was in the below, we couldn't see it. So let's do one thing. Let's see that operation also. Scrolling operations. So that what will happen, you can see how to scroll down.
Yeah. Can I fully understand this?
Means, fully understand this
Yeah,
means?
that slider on. So
Okay.
just want to understand like we had one constant, we stored tooltip text as a constant. We stored one locator, which is the initial locator where our slider is right now.
Okay, I'll
Then
tell
on
it.
top of,
I'll tell it once again. But see, first thing what the initial thing what I'll do, I'll store the locator. Simple. Okay, I simply stored the locator of that slider.
yep,
Clear? Next thing what I did using dot bounding box, when I using dot bounding box, it will return me the XY coordinate. See, it is if I hover over it also it will say it will return me XY coordinate width and height. So using bounding box, I return everything and store it another variable that is called slider. So it will
what is
have
that
X.
XY location for the slider location? Same thing.
Yes, XY coordinate that every web element you see it will have XY coordinate, right? This particular web page is a page. So every web element will have a XY coordinate, right? Yes or
Okay,
no?
so first we identify the locator. This is the
Yeah.
web element I want to
So that
use.
was stored here. First, the locator we stored here. Second
Second, we
is
found the
I'm
XY
using
coordinates for that same locator,
same
same
locators. So
field.
using bounding box function. So if you use bounding box function, it will return a variable which have its x coordinate, y coordinate, width and height, everything.
Okay,
Okay. Then I'm checking if slider means if you got that particular element. If you got that particular element, then it will be true. Then it will enter inside this if. Okay.
okay, that's
Then what
on
I'm
the page. Like slider is loaded on the page, and then it will move forward, and it will get into the if loop.
if look. Now here I get the x coordinate. To get the x coordinate, what I did, I stored it in the x coordinate. Then what I did, so first thing I did is I gave the x slider.x.
Okay,
Then
so
after
slider dot x. I don't fully
slider.x
understand.
means it has, I told you, right? This slider will have x, y, width and height. It is showing you, right? But it will have.
Yes,
So I got the x value. Then I got the width and divided it by 2. So that what will happen, see. This slider will, when I'm telling x means this is the initial point, then width means the whole width. This will have a width, right? This width.
yes.
So
Okay,
I am trying to go to the midpoint. So what
center point.
I did width by 2.
Okay,
Same goes for y also. Sure. Y also means y will be this one. Let's say 0.
center.
0.
Okay,
Again, I did by 2 means I am again going to center. So that my cursor will point to the center now.
okay.
So I went to height dot
So you
height
use
by 2.
slider dot x plus slider dot width
Width
by.
by
So you are
2.
doing like kind of addition thing.
Yes, addition.
Dot x is
Because
like 0, right? Okay.
see, x is no, x will not be 0. See, 0 will be this one. 0 will be
Yep.
this one. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say this is 12. But I don't need 12. I am trying to get the midpoint. So 12 plus, let's say this width
Okay.
is 2, this width is 4. 12 plus 4 by 2, that is 2. So it will go to 14. So 14 will be here.
13.
Oh, 13, let's say. It will be here.
13, yeah, 13.
Let's say it will end at 16. So I don't want the last one. I want the middle one. So initial index I'm taking, whatever it will be 12. Width is total width by 2 means this much I'm adding. So it will come here, right? X will come here
Yes.
now.
Okay, I see now. Okay, got
Now
it.
same goes for Y. It will come here in the middle.
Okay.
So CM also Y, then
It will start from
height
the
by
y
2.
equal to 0. It will add like
Again,
whatever
no,
is the
not
y
0,
value.
not
Sorry, like
0,
y value. Y
Y
value.
value.
Yeah. It will start with the
0.
y plus.
Why
Got it.
whatever value is there, let's say 21 is this one. Why 21 it will start. Then width is let's say 4. So 4 by 2, 2. So 21 plus 2, 23. So it will come here. 23 it will come
Yep.
here.
Okay. Got it. Makes sense.
So now it is at the midpoint. When I write static start to A, now my cursor moved to midpoint of that particular wave element. Okay, mouse dot move, static start Y means it now moved to that particular midpoint. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Now I moved to the midpoint. Next thing what I'm doing, move the mouse dot downwards. I'm clicking the left button and holding it. Once I move
Yep.
to the
Okay.
midpoint, I have to click the left button and hold it. So in this, I'm moved the mouse dot downwards, clicking the left button and holding it. Next, what I'm doing, I'm again moving the mouse along with the holding of the left button. I'm not released it. With that, I
Right.
am moving the mouse to X point 200. That means now what I'm trying, my cursor is here in the middle. I'm trying to move it to 100 more position. Let's say here.
Yep.
So it will now move to 100 new positions. Means next in X place. Then when it moved, then I'm doing mouse to top means I'm releasing the left button. So I'm releasing the button. My drag and drop is sorry, sliding is achieved.
Yep. Okay. Got it. Yep.
Got it, right?
So just in case, like if we don't use line 18 and 19, what will happen? Like it will still go somewhere in there and try to grab the button.
So if you don't use line number 18 and 19, let's say somewhere it will not get actually. See, when I'm pointing this cursor, it needs to be point at a single point, right? It need to be point at a single point. When I'm not giving that this thing, let's say when I'm giving start text and start y, I'm not giving this value. So how the cursor will understand? See, start text will be this value, start y will be this point, and start y will be this point. Okay, where cursor
Yeah.
will stay? Where cursor will stay? It will not understand, right? I have to give a midpoint, then only the cursor will stay, right?
Can you try to run without 18 and 19 line number?
I
So
can
it
run. No.
may
Why?
okay.
See, why I used it first you understand. What you are asking, I can do it, but first you understand.
To
What you
make
are
sure it will
telling.
grab at the right point, right?
See, when I am
18 and
doing
9.
this means, see, when I am doing this means, I am making the start text and start y at a single point. That is the
Yeah.
midpoint I am making it. When I am doing start text, start y, this value I am giving means, for me, x will be at this midpoint, y will be at this midpoint. Because my cursor will point to a single location. If my
Right.
start text and start y value are different, how the cursor will point? Start text, let's just, I don't give that value and start text is here and start y is here. How the cursor will point? It is impossible for the cursor to understand. There are 2 points
Yes.
now. I need to have a single point, then only the cursor will move to that single point, right?
Yep.
The all the My purpose of doing this activity is to have a single value for x and y so that my cursor will point to a single pixel.
Yep.
Understood?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, see, we couldn't see the operation because it was present in the down. So what I can do is I will just also include the scrolling function here so that we can see how to scroll also. Understood?
Yes. Yep.
So this is present at the bottom. I can directly scroll to the bottom of the page. So let's add one method after this. After, let's say, uh, this one, mouse over. I'll add a function here where I directly scroll to the bottom of the page and then we'll do the sliding operation. Got it?
Yep.
Await page dot evaluate. Open. Await page dot evaluate. What we can do is window dot scroll to. So
Right. Okay.
if
Just fully scroll.
Uh, if I want to scroll directly to the bottom of the page, okay, directly to the bottom of the page, then what I have to use? I have to use a function page.evaluate. And that evaluate function, I'll be using an arrow function. Inside that, I'll be using an arrow function where I'll be giving in the body window.scroll to 0 document.body.scrollite. When I'm meaning document.body.scrollite means it is giving this entire
Full
height,
scroll to the bottom.
full scroll to the bottom. So now you'll see it will fully scroll to the bottom and then it will do the sliding operations. Okay.
Yes.
Now see it will scroll to the bottom. Now you will see it will do the sliding operation.
I think it went too fast again.
Yeah. Let me have
And
one.
wait, yeah.
You see, the scrolling happened, you saw, right?
I think so. It went too
Yeah.
fast. So
No, no, scrolling you can visible. It will go directly to the run. After it has done the hover operation, you'll see it will directly see. It will do hover now. Then you'll see in the right, you see. In the right, yeah. It scrolled, right? It scrolled. Now the
scroll. I saw. I saw. Yeah. Scroll. I saw. Yeah.
scroll you saw, the sliding also happened. Sliding you didn't
Yes.
saw?
Yeah. Yep.
Sliding also happened, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So this is how you can do scrolling as well as sliding. Both. Let's say here I am directly going to the bottom of the page. Okay. I'm directly going to the bottom of page irrespective what is the height is. Let's say if I want to go by just now here, I scrolled by 100 position. Similarly, let's say someone tell me if you want to scroll by 1000 positions or scroll by 10,000 position, then what I'll do? This will scroll to the entire bottom. What is the page length doesn't matter. If you want to scroll by a certain amount, then what you can do, I can use window dot
Scroll
scroll
to.
by scroll by let's say 0500. So it will go by 500 pixel. It will go
Yep.
down by 500 pixel. Instead of by going to entire body, it will grow by 500 pixels. So if I run it, you'll see. It will not go to the entire below. It will go scroll to 500 pixel. See, here 500 also it is scrolling because the amount is less only. So
Right. Yeah.
it is going 500. Okay. So we have written this particular code for what? Slider, which will this one slider which is present in a web page. Okay, which is present in a web page. If you are doing a sliding, okay, maybe it horizontal sliding or vertical sliding in a web page, then you will be using this particular code. Okay, then you will be using this particular code. Now I am doing horizontal scrolling. That's why what I did, I just did here plus 100. Okay, if I would have done vertical scrolling in the web page, see, there are two types of scrolling here. One is which are doing in the web page. One is which I am doing at the browser level. This is not present in the web page. This is I am doing at the browser level. This is Chrome browser scrolling, but this is web page scrolling. So for web page scrolling, we have used this particular code. Okay. So when I'm using this particular code, if I am doing vertical scrolling, I'm adding 100 to start X. If I would have done, sorry, if I'm doing horizontal scrolling, then I'm adding 100 to X because this horizontal is X coordinate. If there is a scroll bar in which I have to do vertical scrolling, that will be Y coordinate. In that case, what I would have done, instead of this 100, I would have kept start X and start X. Only start Y I would have made plus 100. That's the difference. Okay. This is for your web page scrolling. Now, this was for our Chrome. That means browser scrolling. Browser scrolling, right? Same for browser scrolling also. I was doing scrolling at uh, which level? X coordinate. I'm scrolling at, sorry. Now I'm doing scrolling at vertical scrolling. So this is Y coordinates. For that, I gave here 500 and X as 0 because X I'm not doing any scrolling. Similarly, just a reverse, if I wanted to do horizontal scrolling at the browser level. If you will be doing horizontal scrolling at browser level, which I'm doing this at browser level, right? The vertical scrolling, if I would have done at browser level, so here instead of 0500, I would have written 500 0. That's it. That's the difference. Okay. So if you're doing a horizontal scrolling, then you have to give the value for X coordinate. If you're doing the vertical scrolling, you have to give the value for Y coordinate.